a brief, serious talk from me. I've mentioned this before, and I made some posts about this on Twitter, but I've been circling around the. You didn't. You didn't, Yuki. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. Um, I have been circling the drain on VTubing stuff for around 5 years now. So basically, since it was, becoming popular. For various reasons, I have not been too successful. I'm going to give you a scenario. I had an interview with a company, um, and um, this has happened several times. They apparently did not end the video call meeting, or where they ended it, but what they did, they turned off their camera instead of turning off the full thing. So I was being discussed while the thing was still going. And one of the things I heard is that, oh, well, he's fine and interesting. No, I didn't watch anything yet, clone. I just started. He's interesting, but I believe the terms they used was, oh, but he's too ethnic. You know, so my ethnicity has always been a problem, and I'm sort of used to that. Yeah, and I'm sort of used to that because I'm used to being a black person. I'm used to having to work 4 times as hard as anyone else around me just to get similar treatment, not the same but similar. But this is has been a problem in this industry, blatantly, and it's certain things like that that keeps happening. Um, Not so much anymore. At least I don't think. But these are things that have happened, and I've been circling the drain and doing what I can. But it seems that every single person around me, or just people in general, seems to get these opportunities, or get lucky, and I have not. And so what's happening with me today. That's why I said I'm just doing fine. A lot of the time I can ignore that and I just keep doing my thing. But when you have ambitions that seem, when you have ambitions that seem increasingly more far fetched than what they seemed the previous second, that space get fused with envy. And for anyone that's in my Discord, you know that I've struggled with that in the last couple of years. And the feeling of envy is not something that you can just push away. Envy is a carrier of things, which which is resentment, sadness, depression, things that I'm already struggling with besides that. And it's just really hard sometimes, especially now that we're at the end of the year and we're seeing all these people saying, "Oh, grateful I had such a great year." Oh, this, that, and the third, and I'm seeing all that, and I'm like, I feel like that I am wasting time. I feel like that I am just shooting for things that aren't going to happen for me. Um, and so a part of the reason why I even as I've said several times, a part of the reason why I started doing YouTube was because of I just wanted to leave a trail, because the only thing that I was not doing, because this is not my first YouTube channel. This is not my first YouTube channel with the goal of being a VTuber or anything similar. This is my fifth time. Um, I will say that this time is a little bit more put together, but I decided that since I was being a little bit more organized, I would decide to start to leave a trail again. And this time, well, I streamed before to little to no success, and so I'm trying it again. Um, and so we're here again trying this, and hopefully this time we do something. And you know, thank you, Yuki. That's what I think. But in moments like this, it's very hard. And so one of the reasons why I started reacting to, and I said this before, um, it started with I because the envy was so strong that it started to affect how I looked at things and how outwardly I was being sullen and sort of toxic towards people that didn't even really know me. And yeah, hearing it from someone else is definitely different. Um, it helps, and I appreciate it, Yuki. But this was sort of exposure therapy to me because I thought that if I could watch other people that have become wildly successful at doing the thing that I want to do, then and not feel any sort of envy or resentment or anything. Well, clone, don't feel bad. You don't have to. And this is just me just talking. When I say these things, it is not a call to action to try to make me feel better. You can if you want to, but it's never required. So please don't feel bad about that. I'm simply just talking because I said that, I would explain what's going on and what goes on behind the scenes. I'm I'm the type of person that I'm never going to hold things and make it seem like everything is okay when it's not, because I believe that it is important to know the struggles behind the stuff that's going on. um every time I make a video, especially when I make a video that is singing related, I don't know why well, I kind of explained this before, but it's because that's sort of the culmination of, oh, well, these people got this sort of backing behind him, or there's an entire team, and I look at these things and I go, boy, I wish I could do that, and I probably could. I just, and that sort of thought is really what drives the envy, specifically with music, because that's been basically my talent my entire life. And I'm like, and so I want to take you through uh a time, a sequential order about what happens. Say when I release like a a thing or a project, or I make a song or something, I have to fight in this order. I have to fight the doubt. Then I have to battle my own depression. And then I have to battle the envy and the thought that, oh, this is not going to be good enough. And then after that, I have to come up with a concept. And then I make the thing, and then I make the music for the thing. And then I say, well, I have to find a way to promote the thing, which is really just me talking about it, and then not to deal with the doubt and then repeat that cycle over again. So every single thing that I do, even streaming, comes with, it takes me days to even work up work up the willpower to stream. And it's not because I don't want to do it. It's just because it feels, as of this moment, it feels, even though I know it's not, and I love talking to the people that stop by. Hey, you. Oh, And I forgot that I do upload regularly, because if I'm not doing it, then I'm literally sitting here not doing anything. And I always say to myself, I can complain as much as I want to. I can complain and feel sorry for myself and well, I don't really feel sorry for myself. I can complain and do all the complaining I want to, as long as I'm still doing the work. Because I do believe that complaining and not working towards anything would be bad, right? So I say, if I'm going to complain publicly this time, then I'm going to also do the work and then complain afterwards. So yeah. And 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 this sort of thing is what I go through daily. And hmm, I just want, and and that's why I made the post that I made the other day about me doing projects. It's not that I'm ungrateful for anyone that's here. Of course, I'm very grateful, but I'm not going to pretend like it's not. How do I say this? If I were in sort of some corporate entity, the way that I want to be, then I would have direct reward in some way for the work that I put in. Right. Some direct, tangible reward. I've been an artist. I am a singer, a music producer, a writer. I'm a poet. I've been doing the art for the sake of art my entire life. And I can tell you that doing the art, saying, oh, I'm just doing it because I love it, has gotten me nowhere. And I am a attention seeker. I don't know if that's obvious, but the reason why also another reason that I'm really fit for this is because I love attention. And I don't know if that has come across. Um that's why I can't go into some of these other big streams and be in there, because I don't like to be in sort of a mass crowd, because I need attention. So I said, well, let me start doing it myself. And that's kind of how that happened back then. Like, going into wanting to do VTubing, I didn't have an inspiration. I didn't have an inspiration that got me into VTubing. No, I didn't have a particular person. I said, I'm I will be good at this thing. I have the talent of literally any other VTuber that exists now currently. I do multiple things that one of those people that people that do one of those things get really popular off of. I do it all. I literally do everything. Like, if you look, sure, but you already know some of the rules and stuff about that clone. No unarchived stuff. No, you already know what not to put there, but you can. Sure. I need more stuff anyway. Um and I am the creator extraordinaire. And it's because I've learned skills specifically for VTubing. Once I figured out that this is what I wanted to do, I went and made skills and learned skills that I thought would be useful. And it seems like the goalpost for those things keeps moving, because as time goes along, these companies, these entities they were they were they are able to get more specific with the things that they are looking for. But at the beginning, not only did I still have some of these skills, but I was gated out because of things that are out of my control. So it was like I never really been given a fair chance to do the thing, right? And so now we're circling back around to, oh, well, this thing doesn't seem to matter. Um that doesn't seem to be a big factor anymore. At least I hope. So now it's kind of like I'm starting over. And I admit I wasn't. I stopped 2 3 years ago really trying as hard as I could, because I got so discouraged. But then I was like, no, I said I was gonna do a thing, and so now I'm trying to do it. Um, But yeah, so that's got me really feeling it towards the end of the year. And that's also around my birthday is where I also start feeling like I failed. And so that's always been a hard time for me. So this period between my birthday and the new year is always a rather hard time. Anyway, so that's my spiel.